say to everyone out there, I'm speaking for myself, but I'm probably speaking for a large majority of other officers out there. If we're driving on the freeway in our police car, get the out of the way. Get the out of the way. If you merge and we follow behind you and we merge too, you're probably in trouble. The best way to find that out is get the out of the way.
And that is Police Officer Breanna Straus. And what a jerk. Straus is an officer in Federal Way, Washington. Federal Way is a town just north of Tacoma and south of Seattle. Straus has apparently been on that police force for just over a year. She said she recorded this video, this obnoxious video, as a public service announcement, somehow trying to serve the public. Well, the police chief of Federal Way says that Straus committed 2 conduct violations, social media conduct and personnel conduct. So the chief has now suspended Officer Straus. Well, that's good, right? No, it's just a 10-hour suspension, 10 hours, 1 shift. Even though Officer Straus recorded herself on video dropping a bunch of F-bombs, said that police can pull you over for no reason, and underscored her belief that the laws do not apply to her and other cops.
I can go 90 miles an hour. You can't. You can't do that. So get out of the way. If us officers stay behind you long enough, we can find a reason to pull you over. So you might as well get the out of the way. Super simple. That's all. You're welcome.
You are welcome? Federal Way Police Chief Andy Wong is not commenting on his decision to issue a 10-hour suspension of Officer Straus, although another commander on the force, Kurt Schwan, has said to reporters that Straus had no previous disciplinary issues and that the department has not received any complaints against her regarding arrests, citations, or traffic stops. In other words, she's had a clean record until now. For a year. That's the standard? Somebody's clean for a year and therefore she does something like this? Something so egregious as to admit and use F-bombs and to say that you need to get the F out of the way and to put that on video. And because she's not done anything else in 1 year, it's only a 10-hour suspension. Really? There's a good argument here that Straus should have been fired, that the police should nip this in the bud. But this video is enlightening in several ways. Officer Straus has admitted on camera that she and other cops can abuse their authority, intimidate you, assert their power over you whenever they want and for no reason whatsoever. It's remarkable. And by the way, when it comes to having a police car behind you on a road or a highway, you are under no obligation to get out of the way or get the F out of the way unless that police car has its lights flashing or its siren blaring. And yet there's Officer Straus saying, if you don't get the F out of the way, well, then we're going to pull you over. The fact of the matter is there have been a number of people on social media ever since this video got posted, people who were in law enforcement who said that when they were cops, if there was somebody who was just sort of driving along the road and a police car pulled up behind them, that if the person suddenly veered out and changed lanes, the police officer would then pull that person over because of what they described as consciousness of guilt, that the person suddenly is trying to avoid police at all costs and is acting very quickly, and as a result, police would think, aha, there must be something this person has to hide. That's what happens if you immediately pull the F out of the way in front of a police car, at least with some cops. It is clear that Officer Breanna Straus is arrogant and has a chip on her shoulder. It's also clear that her department, like so many other police departments, is going to try to cover for that sort of attitude, thus the very weak and meaningless suspension. A lot of people point out that there's no gang that is more dangerous in America than police. And this video underscores it. Again, Breanna Straus is a poster child for everything that is wrong with police. She should not be on the force. She should not get just a slap on the wrist. And yet she continues despite this incredible, obnoxious video. It is truly amazing, but maybe we shouldn't be surprised. I'm David Schuster. Thanks for joining us. Tell me what you think in the comment section.